I cram for my ad sessions because then everything's top of mind as I go into the day. And so I pull up all my swipe files of all the things that I want like my inspiration from. The second thing that I pull up is all my historical best performing ads. So I look back 1 year, 2 years, 3 years sometimes at all my best ads, and I drink those back in and I watch the first 10 seconds, watch the first 30 seconds, see, okay, how was I capturing, what was the angle, what was the hook here? And then I start the actual hook creation process. Now, 40 of my 50 hooks that I'm gonna write out are going to be stuff that is tried and true. I'm not gonna try and reinvent the wheel. We've already spent zillions and zillions of dollars. I know that these hooks, these entrances work well. Now 20%, the last 10 is where I get to use all my inspiration and other ideas to try and experiment on. But most people flip this. They try and do a little bit of the stuff that worked and then they have lots of new ideas. I'm telling you, I've done this a long time. It's way more efficient to just do more of what worked and then leave a little bit of experimentation so that if some of those things stop working over time, you have this fresh batch that you've been trying out that then can become the control that you try and beat. So citing back to the 80-20 concept of you put 80% of your effort into the hooks and 80% of your effort goes into stuff that's tried and true and 20% for the things that are new. All right, so I make about 50 hooks. So 80% of that is 40 hooks and 20% of that is 10 hooks. So 40 out of my 50 hooks I do for things that I already know have worked in the past. 10 hooks I save for my new creative ideas. And so that's for the inspiration stuff that I see or anything that I come to that cram session that I want to get out. From there, I then have my 3 to 5 angles that I'm going to write that's going to be educational or some sort of value that I'm going to deliver or some sort of belief that I want to break or some sort of list or steps or stories that I want to tell as the core meat of the ad, some sort of proof I want to demonstrate. And then finally, just a quick CTA in terms of call to action.